Hey 7X, happy Thursday. Sorry this video is getting out so late. We have spent all day outside, which is pretty great, but it makes it hard to get videos uploaded, so thanks for your patience. I know it's a little late in the day to say it, but Charlie, happy birthday to you. Sorry that we're not together to celebrate your birthday. So we have been hanging out all day in the mead again. We saw a whole bunch of swans today. We saw a couple of trumpeter swans, which are the great big ones, and then we saw probably 50 or 60 tundra swans, which are only slightly smaller than the trumpeter swans. Both of them are gigantic birds. They dwarf Canada geese. The size of a Canada geese is much smaller than a swan, so pretty cool to see. And now we're wandering around in the woods out here, and I wanted to show you something. I can't really teach you what it is because I only know that it's one of two things, but let me show you what I found. So we're out in the middle of this pretty mature forest. Full of, let's see, what do we got here? Oak, maple trees, stuff like that. And a couple spots now I've been finding this. So can you see this big torn up ground here? There's another big spot over here where there's big holes dug in the ground. And over here, there's this weird pile too, right? It almost looks like there are some rake marks on the side. One thing it might be is a fox. So foxes will dig burrows in the ground or dig tunnels in the ground, and they'll even have like back doors and pretty intricate systems, which is pretty cool. Or the other thing that Todd was thinking it was probably more likely would be a badger. So badgers do all sorts of digging around in the ground and, cobweb, looking for stuff to eat. Okay, we found some additional information, and that additional information helped us figure out what kind of animal has been digging up this forest floor. So let me show you some of the clues that we found. First, we're gonna come over here. Check this out. That's a very important identifying factor. Don't laugh, yeah, it's poop, but poop is important in identifying an animal. So if any of you have dog prints, you could probably tell that that looks like dog poop, right? And then we were walking along and we found this gigantic pile of dug up dirt. Probably dug up yesterday. It's very fresh, but it did rain last night, and you can tell that it has been rained on. So it's a pretty big pile. You can see my boot print there, so that gives you a scale. And then if you look down the base of this, look at that burrow. So we thought maybe badgers were digging for food, but this is a home for some kind of animal. Want to see another clue? Take a peek right here. Oh, look at how cute that is. So that is definitely the animal coming out of this burrow today, because you can see how flattened out this sand is. It's been rained on, but that print is certainly fresh. There's a couple of other ones in this pile as well. Here's a pretty good one over here. See those great prints? So here's a Luna print, and I don't know if you can tell, but the size is much bigger. Coyotes are very little. They're much smaller than Luna. So what we have here is a coyote den. Okay, so we solved the mystery. Pretty sure that's a coyote home. We better get out of here. They're probably gonna wanna get back snuggled in before it gets too dark. See you guys later. Okay, I have something else really cool that I wanna show you that I ran across. So here is a tree that is getting all beat up. Look at that. See all the holes in here? Got another one here. This is the work of a pileated woodpecker. Those things have those gigantic beaks. The pileated woodpeckers are great big things. They're about the size of a large crow. And they've got these great big beaks, and they pound into the wood, especially dead or rotting trees, which you can see this one is in fact a dead or rotting tree. And what happens is, as the tree is rotting, bugs move in underneath the bark, and the pileated woodpeckers come in and bang their beak through the bark and find their supper and move on. Now, you might think, wait a second, don't pileated woodpeckers make nests in trees too? And if you think that, you're absolutely right. They are the ones that make all of these holes, the pileateds. And they use them as a nest, and they only use them for 1 year. So every year they have to make a new nest. Once they've had their eggs or laid their eggs and raised their young. Then they move out and they never come back to that nest again. So that nest gets used by other critters like wood ducks and squirrels and chipmunks and things like that. But I can tell you for sure that this is not the site of a pileated woodpecker home, and I can tell you why I know that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the base of the tree here. Look at all those great holes. See the chips down here? This is the result of the pileated just hammering away at the tree and getting his supper, getting the grubs and stuff that are hiding in those hiding in the layers of bark. But a pileated, when it makes a nest, it never leaves behind the rubbish. It will actually take each one of these pieces of wood in its beak and fly off into the forest and drop it off somewhere else, because these are clues to predators that there's a nest inside the tree. So they don't want that. They take them, fly them away, and raise their babies in a very clean neighborhood. Okay, I hope you don't mind the little out in the woods tutorials. It's pretty much one of my favorite places to be besides the classroom. I hope we can get back to it soon, because I do seriously miss you guys, and I know Mrs. Murphy and Mr. Younger miss you guys too. So we're sending good energy your way, hoping you guys are staying happy and healthy. Remember that digital learning starts officially on Monday, so make sure that you're checking in, and we're gonna get down to business on Monday, all right? We'll see you then. Take care, be safe, bye-bye.